Public safety agencies worldwide leverage automation to create efficiencies within their organization and improve outcomes for their communities. Public safety organizations are required to understand the criminogenic needs of an individual and generate a fair, equitable, evidence-based case plan that also includes algorithmic transparency. What if there was a risk assessment software available that could help streamline and simplify this crucial process? MHS Public Safety's Electronic Assessment and Reporting System, GEARS, is a highly configurable assessment and case management platform that is HIPAA, PCI, ISO, and SOC 2 compliant. Designed by clinicians for clinicians and with the guidance of over 2,000 risk assessors in over 40 countries, GEARS was developed for enterprise use by state agencies, institutions, clinics, and private practices. GEARS connects risk assessments to configurable treatment and intervention outcomes as a core solution workflow. We believe that this advances equity and increases systemic efficiency for each individual impacted by the justice system. GEARS is much more than just a way to enter instrument scores into a computer. It's a fully functioning, user-friendly ecosystem with features that improve risk assessment tools' performance and clinical insights. It offers transparency and the ability to configure case planning to reduce bias. The GEARS platform creates fast and flexible access to the latest versions of case files while freeing up time for more human-centered activities, which provide better outcomes. GEARS was designed to help solve many challenges faced within the public safety sector. The platform is customizable off the shelf, enabling you to configure fields and menus to align with your local practices. MHS offers a complete overview and support of the platform to ensure successful adoption of GEARS. This demonstration will help to ensure that right from implementation, you maximize the value of your investment, ease user experience, and enhance outcomes. Brief how-to videos are also provided to help you navigate the platform, along with an in-platform help guide. In this walkthrough, we'll review features of the system and how they can help you overcome common administration, scoring, and case management obstacles. Let's take a look at the platform. Initial registration. The initial setup of GEARS is straightforward and streamlined. An invitation link is provided via a welcome email. The invitation link will include a registration form that leads to the GEARS registration page, where users will fill in their personal information, such as first and last name, email, phone number, date of birth, and country. Date of birth can be made optional for user setup. Once registration is completed, users will be taken to their login page, which will trigger another email containing their email address and temporary password. Upon logging in with these credentials, users will have the opportunity to change their password for optimal security. Dashboard and navigation menu. Time is a limited resource. Organizations often struggle with time management due to heavy workloads. GEARS helps users more efficiently manage time with full visibility into workloads. The GEARS dashboard operates as a homepage and provides insight into user settings and metrics such as total evaluations, how many evaluations are outstanding, institution evaluation requests, and completed evaluations. A simple navigation menu helps organize platform features and functions and is located on the left-hand panel of your dashboard. In brief, the Activity Reports is an admin-level function that provides insights into the activity of GEARS users within your institution. Aggregate Reports is an Excel spreadsheet of all client data entered into GEARS. Caseload shows the list of clients within your caseload. Evaluation Requests show all of your incoming and outgoing requests for client evaluation. Evaluations shows the list of performed evaluations within your caseload, the date, the evaluator, the status of the assessment tool, and the due date of the evaluation. Institution shows the details about your institution, such as names, institution type, and address. Invitations shows the list of people within your organization invited to use the GEARS platform. Location Setup allows the institution administrator or users with the permission to set up various locations, zones, and subzones for other users. Offence Classification allows the institution administrator or users with the permission to set up offenses used to fill out the offender history. Policies allows administrators and those with access the ability to grant or prohibit access of users to GEARS functionality. Reminders allows users to create assessment reminders. GEARS will send an email reminder to users indicating they have an upcoming scheduled assessment. Tools contains the list of all assessment tools available in your institution. Users contains the name, email address, and profile of each user in your institution. Location setup. The Gears platform is highly configurable. Regardless of your organization's size, you will always need to group people in your care. Larger criminal justice organizations may need to group people geographically by state, county, then office, prison, or jail. Smaller organizations and treatment providers may want to group people differently. You can configure your account by using Gears' 3-tiered system, zones, regions, and subgroups in a way that best suits your needs. This feature allows you to set up a location and then assign users and clients to each location. Once locations are set up, you can easily find your clients and, as a result, better manage your caseload. Flexibility is a key value in Gears, therefore, the ability to transfer existing and new clients from one subgroup to another is available. This is important, as the client may appear on various caseloads over the course of their sentence. On average, every justice-involved individual encounters at least 4 officers, including a correctional programs officer, a parole officer, a psychologist, and a probation officer. Policy setup. After registration and setting up locations, the next step is to set up policies. Policies allow administrators and those with access the ability to grant or prohibit access of users to Gears functionality as needed. The policy tool gives users permissions to create, edit, and delete policies for the institution. You can grant access to users based on exactly what they need to do and see. You can give permissions based on which assessment you want the user to be able to administer and which locations the user will have access to. Administrators can also manage user policies based on whether they should have the ability to create new clients, administer assessments, generate reports, manage case plans, create other users, manage locations, and create policies. For example, Parole only administers assessments to individuals who have sexually offended in Institution A. With the Permissions feature, we can grant Parole access to administer assessments in Institution A for those individuals only. Having policies set up specific to your organization's procedures ensures expectations are clearly defined and organization-specific regulations are followed. Users. Once policies for your organization have been established with expectations clearly defined for users, the institution administrator or users with access to this feature can create and modify users. A user is an account you make in the database that uniquely identifies those people administering the assessment available on Gears. You should create a user for each individual administering assessments in your organization. Inviting new users is a simple process. You can send invitations to new users from the navigation menu. On the user listing page, click on Invite. The Invite user page will appear. Here, you can enter the new user's email address. Next, you can select the appropriate policy for the user or click the Custom button to create a policy for them. Then, before sending the invitation, you can review the details entered to ensure all information is correct. Once that's been confirmed, you can click Invite, which will automatically trigger a welcome email to the invited user that will include a link to set up a Gears profile of their own. Institution administrators will have the ability to search, edit, delete, and expunge users. Offence Classification Set Up. To set up your organization's offense classification, click Offence Classification on the navigation menu and follow the prompts. To further configure your Gears experience, institution admins or user with offense classification permission can add offenses to their institution. Criminal statutes differ across regions and have multiple categories of criminal offenses, which often include felonies, misdemeanors, and infractions. The offense classification setup allows organizations to be suitably constructed. Offense classifications will enable the institution administrator or users with permission to set up categories, which then become available when filling in offender history. Offenses added here automatically pre-populate when filling a client's offense history. Sub-classifications can also be part of the setup under each offense. Assessment and case management. By combining risk assessment with case management in a single system, Gears gives public safety agencies the necessary tools to determine risk and manage cases in a single application. The Gears platform allows the administrator or users with case management permission to set rules that pre-populate custom interventions and goals based on assessment results. The institution admin, or users with case management permission, can add, delete, and edit their institution case plan template. However, it is advisable to maintain the GEARS standardized template because it is formulated based on years of research. If the institution needs to change or modify the template, evidence-based practice requires that changes are based on empirical research findings. The case management feature allows those with the appropriate permission to configure options for intervention based on existing organizational policies, recommended services and interventions, and the individual's priorities. Administrators can configure treatment and case plan templates to match organizational and individual needs while ensuring that they are tailored to each client's risk level, needs, and responsivity. Configuring the case planning session by the account administrator will mean that any rules that are configured will automatically load into the justice-involved individual's case plan when the assessment is complete. For example, if you configure your account so that anyone in a specific location that has a medium or high score in the substance abuse scale will have AA meetings, this will automatically load onto their case plan. This will ensure that similarly situated people will receive access to the same interventions and care. It will also mean that the path of least resistance for the caseworker or probation officer is an evidence-based case plan. Far too much of our time is taken up with paper-based administration. It's time for our systems to leverage technology where we can free up time so officers can focus on connecting and working with their clients rather than doing paperwork. To manage the case plan template, click Tools from the navigation menu and click on the gear icon next to the tool you have access to, and then click on Manage Case Plan Template. The Case Management Plan page will appear. Remember, this access will only be available to those with the assigned policy. GEARS allows institution admins or users with permission to customize their institution case plan template by adding additional needs sections to the drop-down menu, adding institution custom interventions, adding need condition rules that pre-populate based on subcomponent risk scores and total risk score. Condition rules, also known as if-then rules, pre-populate custom interventions and goals based on the assessment results and the client's information. The information may include offense type, demographic information, treatment availability, responsivity, or sentence conditions. A big part of case management is managing caseload. In GEARS, caseload is where each client's files are organized. Several different functions are accomplished within the caseload option in GEARS. At this level, you can create a new client, import a list of clients, request transfer of a client, search a client, complete offender history, complete new evaluations, and generate case plans. Creating a new client. It's important to note that a client or individual under supervision must be created before performing an evaluation in GEARS. Creating a new client in the system is straightforward. On the navigation menu, click Caseload. This opens the client listing page that lists all the clients in your caseload. To create a new client, click on the Create button and complete the personal information page fields. Country, client ID, first name, last name, and sex are required fields. Once your client profile is complete, you can select the location to which the client belongs. Additional information will also be captured, such as gender identity and emergency contact. As an alternative to adding clients one at a time, you can upload a list of multiple clients using the bulk importer functionality. This feature is helpful for large organizations with many clients. It's important to note that files uploaded using the bulk importer must be saved as a CSV. To import a list of clients using this method, first, click on the client listing page, click Bulk Importer. This opens a bulk client creation page. Click Choose File and choose the file containing the clients you want to import. Finally, click Upload and the clients will appear in the client listing page. Once a user is ready to begin an evaluation for a new client, they will be prompted to complete the offender history form. This prompt appears whenever a user starts an evaluation for a new client. The offender history section stores valuable background information about the individual. This information can be edited at any time. To complete the offender history form from the navigation menu, click Caseload. On the client listing page, click on the avatar icon next to the specific client. The client's page will appear. Click Details, and under Offender History, click Add History. The Select Tool page will pop up. Click on the radio button next to the tool and click Submit. The offender history form will appear. Click on the arrow sign next to each section to expand. Fill in the text boxes on the offender history form. Finally, click Submit and the offender history will appear under Details in the client's profile. To add current and prior offenses, the offense must first be added to Offence Classification. The offense will then be made available in the drop-down menu. Perform an assessment. The functions and features within GEARS are specifically designed to significantly improve the accuracy and reliability of risk assessments while dramatically reducing the time and cost of completing such assessments. As stewards of confidential and sensitive data, MHS ensures the intention, method, process, and practice and outcomes of data use, including how individual assessment results are communicated, are always transparent in intent, understood, and approved by all. To that end, a best practice that GEARS incorporates is the inclusion of an item wizard, automatic manual lookup, a real-time scale risk calculator, and a real-time total score calculator, auto-generated profile reports, comparative reports, and aggregate reports. The purpose of digitizing risk assessments is to limit the misuse of tools, reduce the chance of human error, and reduce the time and cost of completing the assessment. GEARS Item Wizard, or reference text, eliminates the need to search through bulky coding rules and evaluator workbooks to find scoring criteria for a risk assessment tool's item. Simply click on this Helpful Features button next to any item. You'll be taken directly to its scoring criteria. The Item Wizard, or reference features, make it easy for users to ensure they're following scoring rules. And as a result, you can feel confident that clients are placed in the correct risk category and receiving appropriate treatment. The need for algorithmic transparency in assessment is a widely discussed topic. Our dynamic and fully transparent risk need calculators help users understand where a client's risk level comes from and allows users to better plan for a client's treatment. To provide an overview of how each assessment domain is progressing, the real-time scale risk calculator updates automatically as responses are provided, showing assessors how the item scores and responses inform the total scale risk score. The calculators and graphical display automatically update as the assessment proceeds, allowing for immediate insights into what attitudes and behaviors drive the assessment scale and total scores, and in turn, actualize understanding of risk and needs necessary to guide effective treatment planning. This visualization provides transparency into how risk scores are calculated, providing clear communication for correctional staff to derive insights and make informed decisions. Items requiring further review are flagged in red so that assessors can quickly notice what requires attention before a submission. Also, an open text field for general notes is available to capture any additional information to be considered. This functionality generates the understanding of risk and needs necessary to drive effective treatment planning. In addition to using data gathered from national samples across our portfolio of assessments, the GEARS automatic reporting feature includes the capability to create localized comparisons and risk need analyses. This means we can develop decision-making tools specific to different populations and applications, such as drug courts and family courts. Streamlining the assessment process in this way increases the effectiveness of assessments for specific applications, while also reducing the time to complete assessments by automating scoring and reporting. Report writing can take up valuable time that could be spent on other important tasks. With the automatic reports feature, you no longer need to spend hours creating a comprehensive report on assessment results. To ensure best practices are followed, reference text is available to systematically guide users through the official scoring guidelines in a user-friendly fashion. An open text field is also available for certain items for further specifications relevant to captured responses. Once an assessment has been completed, assessors are provided templated PDF reports. Custom reports can be created with options to include an overview of the risk assessment tool you administered, item-by-item descriptions of risk factors and explanations as to why the client received the score they did, general and item-level clinical notes you made during your assessment, probabilistic estimates of recidivism, percentiles, and risk ratios across reference samples, and a bibliography of peer-reviewed research on the administered tool. With the ability to generate as many versions of the report as needed, users can target reports to interested parties. When you administer an assessment, you may not have all the information you need right away to complete it. The automatic save and continue feature allows you to fill in the questions you have the information for, leave the platform, and go back into the system at a later date to fill in the remaining questions. When you're completing an assessment, you can select the source of information you use to endorse the item. This feature helps ensure users are collecting information from valuable sources and are held accountable for their answers. After you've generated a report, the next step is to create a case plan. To ensure treatment is standardized, the case management section now pre-populates based on assessment rules with intervention options set up by your organization through your set condition rules. Finally, in the case management section, you can monitor the client's treatment progress throughout their sentence. The GEARS assessment and case management platform can help you overcome common administration, scoring, and case management obstacles and help you follow evidence-based best practices. Again, the GEARS platform can be customized to meet your organization's needs, and any assessment can be built into the platform. Thank you for watching this demo video of the GEARS platform. Once you begin actively using the platform, we encourage you to watch our series of short how-to videos. If you need any further information, please get in touch with us at customerservice@mhs.com.